Hello and welcome to the Singletrack review of the Hope crankset. Like a lot of people out there, I was waiting for these for a long time. We saw a lot of pictures from trade shows, we saw a lot of words on the internet. We knew they were coming, thankfully not quite as long as the Infinity seat post, and really it's been an excellent piece of kit to wait for. I've had this pair on test for maybe 3.5–4 months at this stage. Just after they announced they were available, and they've been great. They've been on my XC bike, they've been on my Enduro bike, they've been on my single speed, they've been on basically everything I ride all the time. They even had a small brief amount of time on my cross bike as a double setup, just out of interest to see could you run it that way. Build quality is exactly what you'd expect from Hope. Really nice machining. They say it's incredibly stiff, don't really have a way to measure it, but at no point could I find any flex in the crankset that wouldn't have been from my actual chain set, really. Finish is excellent, like I said. You've a lot of different options on how you can set it up. It is a 30mm spindle. You can change it for different widths, so you can run it really narrow for XC, you can run it wider for downhill, and they have produced a fat bike one as well, so you can run it proper wide if you so inclined. Comes with a spider that can be popped off. You can run a single ring setup with that, single ring with a bash if you want. You can run a double, but it will have a very high gearing, as you're not really going to get smaller than a 32 on the back. But what you can do is you could take off that spider and you can put on the chainring that's integrated into the spider. That goes on, and I think they're going down as low as 28 with them. Now just note that is a Hope proprietary spline as well, so you are limited for the moment anyway to their chain rings. One thing I will say about the chain set, it's a little fiddly to fit. I inevitably went and tried to fit it without actually reading the instructions. Had quite a few creaky rides, took it apart, put it back together the way it was supposed to go, and it's been fine. So if you're a person who normally doesn't read the instructions, maybe worth giving their instructions a read before you put it together. The only downside to that is it does mean if you're going to switch it between bikes, it can be a little bit awkward to do. The taking it off procedure, not quite the same as I'd normally expect. So if you've only ever used Holotech 2 or square taper bottom brackets, it is really worthwhile having a bit of a read of it. Otherwise, I've been exceptionally happy with them. They're probably going to stay on this bike for the near future. A little bit pricey at £275 just for the cranks alone. They're not the lightest cranks of the market. I don't think that's a big issue, to be fair. If you worry about grams, there's probably other parts on your bike or yourself you could take them off before you worry about the crankset. Retainer rings come in about £30–35. Bottom brackets about 40, I think. I can't remember. Prices are in the review. Overall, absolutely exceptionally happy, and I really would recommend them to anyone who wants them. Enjoy, and find them at your local bike shop. Bye.